How is that? Is right. Oi, oi, it's your boy from across the pond. It is UK finest Ricky J, bringing you the hottest intakes, bold predictions, and straight up banter. Welcome to where the bell never stops ringing. Welcome to the People's Wrestling Podcast. So first of all, let me do this. Second of all, make sure you share, like, subscribe. Share, like, subscribe. Just 5 away from the next big milestone. I'm still on the hunt for a podcast co-host. If you want that to be you, let me know. If you want to be getting involved in the Wrestlemania quiz, right now it's not happening. As thus far, it's not happening. If you want to get involved in the Wrestlemania quiz next Saturday and Sunday, Wrestlemania Night 1, Night 2, I give a chance of walking away with championship glory. Let me know and get you involved. I might put a few feelers out there, see what I can do. But if you want to get involved in the quiz or be my co-host here on the podcast, let me know for both of those. But let's kick off with segment number 1, as we always do. And we do that with what's cooking at the table. So what have I been up to over this past week? More of the same. No games from this week as it was Easter. Have been going to my crafts class. Did make 2 of these, so 1 of these for Rebellion tomorrow. And another one for Dynasty on Sunday. So yeah, been doing that. I've got more of the same really coming up. Game Club is back on Monday, and I believe they're now gonna pool table, so I'll be able a chance to learn a bit of pool. But yeah, guys, let me know what you've been up to, what you have got coming up as we roll into segment number 2, which is all about the glitz, the glamour, all about Hollywood, all about the red carpet. The actors, the actresses are all chatting about it. It can only be that is indeed right. Movie Doc. So, give me 1 second here, just 1 second. 1 second. Whilst I'm taking this second, make sure to share, like, subscribe, do all those cool things, all those good things. And I'm just taking this extra second to set and prepare myself here. So the movies I have been watching, of course, guys, let me know what movies you've been watching, what have you got coming up. But the movies I've watched are finally did get a chance around to watching it, and it was Scream 7. Good movie, but I think they made way too many. I couldn't even tell you what 3, 4, 5, and 6 are about it, or just more of the same. So if this is the ending, which I think it should be, the perfect way to do it, and I'm going to give it a grading of B. Second movie I watched is the Peaky Blinders movie. So Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. I don't really follow I know, other than I know what Peaky Blinders is, but didn't really follow the series, but good movie, and I'm going to give this also a B. Third movie I watched, Project Hail Mary. Long film, long movie, 2.5 hours, but good. Also awarded a B. Guys, let me know if you have seen any of these movies, and I would so far recommend all three. But yeah, good enough movie. And fourth and finally, I will sit and watch anything. The new Super Mario Galaxy movie. Did watch this last night. Also a B. This is going to get. As said, I was just sitting really watch anything. But yeah, those are the movies have been watching this time. Let me go ahead and just delete these as you guys get your movies in. What you've been watching? What have you got on the watch list? What are you looking forward to watching? Be it on the big screen, be it on Netflix. What movies are out there that. One second here. 1 second. StreamYard is. These just to make room. That is all. So there we are. Go ahead, let me know what movies you've been watching. What have you got coming up? What is in your watch list? Let me hear from you. Sound off right now. But we actually do have a little bit of something not been done for weeks. But we take a look back at how it was back in the day at wrestling history with. Fuck off, Billy. Do. But yes, it is. But internet playing up like Jay, Bron, Jar, Brody, Rudy, Pooh, Candy Ass. Wi-Fi playing up. My screen has gone small. I'm just gonna bear with. Really can't me ass. Really can't me bothered right now. But it is this week in wrestling history. We take a look back at April 10th. I want to say was the date. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second here. One second, guys. So April 6, 2014 was the date, and the moment was Brock Lesnar ending the Undertaker's undefeated streak. A massive moment, a gigantic moment in WWE history. There are talks should it have been Brock. I think it should. There was really no one else that would have been convincing enough. Or at the time, at the very same time, perhaps it should have gone to your head of the table, the tribal chief Roman Reigns. A few years later, Reigns did beat Taker at Mania 3 years later. But this was a massive, massive, massive moment. Changed the wrestling history. A moment I never thought would happen. I thought the Undertaker streak would continue forever. So yeah, that's my thoughts. That's my take on it, guys. Let me know your thoughts and take on it as I go ahead and play a quick ad here. So take your eyes on to this. Anyway, Protein Tees Goldman's won. Me once again is replying to a message. And we head on. So yeah, Protein Tees Goldman's won. Purchase your t-shirt, get your t-shirt. A lot of warmth, a lot of heat is going into this month. So we'll represent Goldman's won loudly and proudly. But we are in a bit of a celebration mode. And we do that with that is right. Wrestler's birthday. So who would have been 1 year older today? Who would have been 1 year older, or is 1 year older? Well, today is the birthday of Juice Robinson and would have been Paul Bearer. So a big happy birthday to both of those. Obviously, Paul Bearer is not with us anymore, but a big, big happy birthday to Juice Robinson. My Judy celebrates this weekend at Dynasty. And let me go ahead and put this back up. Give me 1 second, guys. Actually, 1 second. But let's now take a look back at, well, not take a look back. Actually, I need to go back out, back in. Me 1 second to do that. My screen has gone so miles. Give me about a few seconds to do that and counting. Give me 1 extra second here, guys. 1 extra second. And there we are. We are sorted. My apologies for that. Just talking about to sort my screen out. For mine, it was just small. It just really does my head in. I don't really like that, so I did sort that out. But I want to say, let's take a look at what's going on in the WWE, AEW, TNA, all of that in the year 2026, and we do that with Wrestling Roundup. So nothing really to talk about on AEW. I checked the results. If something interesting, something big is going to happen, I will chat about it. But last week's finance event, and saw the Viper come on out, grab the stick. Cody Rhodes came out for a tussle. Pat McAfee and Randy Orton decimated Cody. Rhea Ripley with your victory against Michin. Uncle Howdy was on winning against Tama Tonga. So we go through all of those. So I'll start in a different, all of trying different things here and going in a bit, maybe ever so slightly change tact and change things up. So I'm going to do it like this. So Uncle Howdy beating Tama Tonga. Okay. Also, the bigger story here now is the Wyatt Six have got back the lantern. Feels like it's something to watch. Rhea Ripley beating Michin, building into her and heading into Mania. Ronnie and Cody Rhodes stuff built up their match at Mania. And Pat McAfee being the guy on the phone. Ever so slightly disappointing, underwhelming. People were thinking maybe The Rock. I was thinking his father, Cowboy Bob Orton. No one ever thought Pat McAfee. But Pat, for those that watched him in NXT, good heel. Really knows how to get heat. He can continue the storyline on his on his podcast, on his talk show, whatever it is. So yeah, I'm not in a big rage about it like some YouTubers are. Trick Williams came out, then Sami Zayn did, Carmelo Hayes did, Aleister Black took the home in the winner's share of press against Matt Cardona. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte stood tall against Bayley and Lara Valkyria. Nia Jax, the legend, came out for a brawl. Still your WWE Tag Team Champions, Damian Priest and R-Truth. Unsuccessful Kit Wilson and The Miz. Sami Zayn remaining your US champion. Carmelo Hayes came up short, and then Trick Williams and Lily Yachty beat up Sammy. So the Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, Carmelo Hayes stuff was just a build to the main event. Aleister Black beating Matt Cardona. Cool, but neither of these are me at WrestleMania, so is there really any point? Alexa Bliss and Charlotte beating Bayley and Lara Valkyria. That does build to Mania. At least the Miz and Kit Wilson got a tag team title shot, but I don't know what role. They're going to have the big dance. And Sami Zayn beating Carmelo Hayes. I didn't think we were getting a triple threat match at Mania, but I get it. It can be Trick Williams' shining moment. Therefore, those that were watching my SmackDown review, where were you? But I'm going to give it a rating of just above half thumbs up. On to Monday Night Raw that saw CM Punk on this very microphone right here. Very, very good promo by Punk. Pipe bomb promo. Really gets your hypes up. Really gets in, gets your feelings up, incitement up for the big dance with the lights on bright. Austin Theory was #1 against LA Knight. Yeah, LA Knight grabbed the microphone and the Pierce came out, and at WrestleMania you're getting LA Knight and the Usos taking on Astro Speed and the Vision. Finn Balor versus JD McDonough went to no contest. Dominic and JD beat down Finn. Michael Cole did a sit-down interview with AJ Lee. Becky Lynch interrupted. Bayley came out on top against Lash Legends. Let me go through all of those. Like I said, the CM Punk promo was good. Austin 3 beating Knight. Okay, you got a 6-man tag match at Mania. Finn Balor, JD McDonough. This made sense here. No one probably wanted to see this match, and it made sense later on because when you get the demon at WrestleMania. The sit-down interview with AJ Lee, of course, builds that. Bayley beating Lash Legend, building for her heading to WM42. Seth Rollins came out, Gunther attacked. Penta, Dragon Lee, and Javon Evans were your winners against El Grande Americano, Los Americanos. Rey Mysterio came out, and he's in the ladder match. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky claimed victory against B-Fab and Michin. So Seth Rollins, Gunther stuff just builds that. Penta, Dragon Lee, and Javon Evans standing victorious. Cool. Rey Mysterio's in the ladder match. Cool. His final WrestleMania, I guess it makes sense. Rhea Ripley at Io Sky sending packing B-Fab and Michin. Cool. And then to end Monday Night Raw, Triple H and then Pierce came out. Then Brock Lesnar did, Obafemi did, Brawl, hypes up that. There you go. I'm going to give it a half thumbs up. On to NXT. There's Tony D'Angelo come out, then Joe Henry, then Ethan Page, then Ricky Saints. Dion Lennox attacked. Izzy Dame was not your loser against Sol Ruka. Keanu Carver put away 2 opponents in a triple threat. And Dark State took the L to Tony Angelo, Joe Henry, Ethan Page, and Ricky Saints. Let me go through all of that quickly. So the people cutting promos were just tapping to what was going to happen later on. Izzy Dame scoring a win over Sol Ruka. Cool, a big win for Izzy Dame here. Keanu Carver winning the triple threat. Like I said, when Keanu Carver was on Evolve, he's one to watch. Tony Angelo, Ethan Page, Joe Henry, and Ricky Saints knocking off Dark State. I think they really made each other cool. This was a decent match. I think they're really making Ethan Page look like $1 million. Still keeping him in that title picture before he moves up to the main roster. Lexus King in a speed match. Quickly, fastly put away Chaz Starboy Hall. Blame on Raw and Jackson Drake in mixed tag team action came out happy against Tatum Paxton and Charlotte Hill. And then to end NXT, Lola Vaz came out on the stick. Phil Influence came out. Robert Stone came out so quickly. Blazers King getting a win. Playing much needed win for Birthright. They haven't had many wins as of late. Blake Monroe and Jackson Drake, like keeps the story winning. Blake Monroe and Jackson Drake winning. I think these are perfect as a tag team, perfect as a faction. Blake Monroe really fits in, and it continues that with Tatum Paxley. And then the Lullaby Fail Influence stuff from Robert Stone coming out. That is hyping up to next week. And I give it also NXT sideways thumbs up. On to Evolve. That saw UK's own Christian Angels making his country proud against Marino. Baron Sachs in the ring was in the ring with a lot of new women, and they then had a Fatal 4-Way match. So Sloan Jacobs was winner of said Fatal 4-Way against Anya Rune, Giano Capri and Valenta, something Haven. He wants to get just a double check. Just 1 second. When you're in a rush, it really doesn't work. Not in a rush necessarily, but Veronica Haven, that's her name, and Aaron Rourke retained against Chaz Starboy Hall. So Tristan Angel's getting a win for Britain. Cool. Cool to see the new faces on Evolve. This is what it's all about. Sloan Jacobs beating Anya Rune, Veronica Haven, and Gianna Capri. Cool. And Aaron Rourke retaining. No shocker there, but just for Chaz Starboy Hall to get a title shot. Pretty cool to me. I give it a thumbs up. I'm nowhere near done here. 2 more segments to go, and we're going to go into segment number 2. The next segment here with getting our thinking caps on. Let's do that here with now I don't have and I need to make one, certainly, one of these and a ticker for TNA. But it is TNA Rebellion. Predictions. So, me 1 second. So we are getting on the pre-show Ryan Nemeth versus BDE. I think BDE comes out on top here. Nick Nemeth goes 1-on-1 against AJ Francis. I'm not a big, other outside of the TNA pay-per-views, and I will keep up with it on social media, like watch the highlights, and then, aware of the matches that get made for TNA, but I don't really follow it other than that. So I'm going to say AJ Francis here. I could be wrong, but I'm going to pick him. Frankie Kazarian squares off against Elijah. I think Frankie Kazarian is your victor here. The Elegance brand in a hardcore country match fend off against Mickey James, ODB, and Taryn Terrell. I think the Elegance brand will win. For the TNA X Division Championship, Leon Slater defending against Cedric Alexander. I think Leon Slater retains. Trey Miguel defends the TNA International Championship against Mustafa Ali. I think another retention. Ariana Grace defends her Knockouts Championship against Lei Ying Lee. I think another third retention. Moose will go toe-to-toe with Special Agent Zero. I think Moose will be your victor. The Hardys put those TNA tag team titles on the line against the system, and I think the Hardys will retain. And then it will be Mike Santana, Eddie Edwards for the TNA World Championship, and I think Mike Santana also retains. But I'm not even done here with the predictions. I'm going to give you even more with one more second here. Oh no, I do have one. I actually do have one. I didn't know that. But give me one more second. One more. We find it. It is somewhere on here, guys. Somewhere on here. And there it is. So, of course, only TNA Rebellion on Saturday. But we have... And get your prediction in for this one. It will be... Nope, not that. It's a show I went to. We'll get to that in a second. But TNA... Sorry, not TNA. AEW Dynasty going down this Sunday. We just delete a few pictures here just to make a bit of room. That is all. I don't want to give the stream an excuse to be running slow. Thank you very much. Just making room, making a bit of room. We put that back up. So AEW Dynasty this Sunday, getting those predictions. Go and watch my preview of it. Let me know what you thought. Go and watch my TNA hype. I've got 6 viewers coming in, so I'm probably the most ever I've had for this, actually. I'll get your predictions in. Someone's obviously shared this or done what I asked for them to do. So get those predictions in. TNA AEW Dynasty this Sunday. Like, comment, and share, do all those cool things, all those good things. But we have on the 0 hour, Alex Windsor will go one-on-one with Marina Shafir. I think that Marina Shafir to win. We're going to have Chris Jericho versus Ricochet. I think Chris Jericho will be your winner. The Casino Gauntlet match, the vacant TNT Championship, that could be anybody. I'll say Tommaso Ciampa wins it back, but that could be anyone. Andrade and Darby Allin meet in a number one contenders match. I think Darby Allin wins this. Jon Moxley defends the Continental Championship against his opponent, Will Ospreay. I think Moxley retains, but I'm not 100% too sure. The Young Bucks in tag team action face off against the Don Callis family. And I think, again, this could be 50-50. I'm not outside the pay-per-views. Kind of really similar to TNA. I'll keep with AEW on the socials. Outside of that, I don't follow AEW, so I don't really know what's going on with the Young Bucks or Don Callis family, but I will say Don Callis family, I think. For the tag team titles, Corbin Christian the challengers, FTR the champions, and I think Corbin Christian will win to become your new AEW tag team champions. Thekla versus Jimmy Hayter for the AEW Women's Championship, and I think Thekla retains. And you've got MJF, Kenny Omega for the Men's AEW World Championship, and I think MJF will retain. Whew. Almost done here. Just one last segment to go here, but I do want to play an ad. For those that are coming on new, take a look at this. That is right. Like, share, subscribe. One final segment to do, and that, of course, is wrestling days out, and you saw the show I went to a little bit earlier, and that was my first time ever to pinfall wrestling Cracked. So my very first time to said company. Let me just delete this. Again, I don't want to be giving StreamYard any excuse to slow down. So yeah, my very first time to said company really wasn't a bad one. So it was in Manchester, serving hot dog. So do go and check out my vlog. But for those that haven't, this is kind of like a more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, more in-depth explanation, and you can see hearing it live. So hot dogs were nice. They were £3. Beers for £5. They were very refreshing. Something I do want to do throughout 2026 is go to new companies I've never been to. Now there are only a handful left. Or new towns, new cities I've never been to. So yeah, this was a good show. It hasn't put me off from going to the next one. I will go to the next one whenever that is. But yeah, good enough show. I give that also a thumbs up. And I'm done here for this episode. Do come and watch my SmackDown watch along later on. My TNA watch along tomorrow. Do it all, watch it all, like, share, subscribe, and always remember that it's Ricky J. We're going to bring his bite to the